What to do, YouTube? MJM for Life here. Starting a new segment that I'm going to be introducing my channel called Deck Build Brainstorming, and basically what I'm going to do is kind of build a deck from scratch right here live, bounce some ideas around just in the air, but basically to you guys. And my hope is that you guys will basically help me out and take on this task of building a building new decks. Basically, I don't if you guys haven't checked out my Light Ray Arcanite kind of deck profile. A link will be in the top left hand corner. You guys can check that out because that deck basically sparked this whole idea that I come up with of making good decks, but based off of and maybe uncommon or unused cards that are still good, or just introducing new ideas um, into deck building. So here's a deck that I've here. Let me take this out for a second. That I'm trying to come up with is Inzektor zombies. Basically, I'm trying to combine Inzektors and zombies together in a deck that has some sort of synergy. I feel like just inherently these two decks have synergy because they revolve around getting certain cards in the graveyard and so on and so forth. If you guys checked out one of my videos, I had a Samorg zombies, which ultimately I decided to can that. Didn't really work out. I tried to use Samorg, make them good. Samorg is decent, but there are some issues with the deck. Some inconsistencies with the deck, and just the fact that 2700 is decent attack, but it's real easy with the XYZs and quick synchros to just get over that and then attack, and it's kind of just like didn't really work out in my opinion. So I'm going to go try something new, and this is basically what I started off with. I wanted to do 5 Inzektors, so I wanted to make it more zombies than Inzektors. So we've got 2 Centipede, 1 Dragonfly, 1 Gigamantis, 1 Hornet. And then for zombies, I kind of have the staple zombies right now, Mizuki and Zombie Master. Obviously, zombies are really good at XYZing, spamming the field once you get the right setup. And I'm trying to figure out, I really don't know where I want to go from here, which is kind of what I want to talk to you guys about. So basically, if I want to go the spam XYZ route, I kind of got some cards in the extra deck right here. Maybe a Shockmaster or a Shark Drake. No, that's not Shark Drake. Here we go, Shark Drake. Could make those, or maybe just go. Oh, I lost the connection. Alrighty, that's stupid. Well, while it's waiting to reconnect here, a Shockmaster or a Shark Drake would be nice to kind of stun them. Oh, and this is, I guess I didn't save. So this is kind of just some cards I threw in there. I kind of wanted to, I had started off with like just a full deck and then wanted to go work backwards, but I decided to go with a empty deck and work forward. I think that makes a little bit more sense. So these are all cards that I thought would be good. So this is basically like the basis for a deck that I had originally, but I didn't really like that. I wanted to start from scratch and start from the beginning, kind of form a solid concept before I started adding cards in. So obviously some of these cards are just staples, and they're just gonna be in. I might as well leave. So we'll take out this. I had this card in here. This was an interesting card, Molten Zombie. First of all, it's not a zombie, which is kind of retarded in my opinion. But when it's special summoned from the graveyard, you do get to draw a card. So when you're trying to make those that push, you can also plus off of that card. So that's why I had that card in there initially, because I felt like there were some good combos, and you could plus with that card by special summoning from your graveyard with Zombie Master's effect and Zombie World. But that was just another idea I had. There's so many zombie cards in general. Some of them aren't really good. If you just type in zombie in the search bar, you'll get, well, it's only one page, but these are just cards that have zombie in their name. See, there's Molten Zombie, even though it's not a zombie. But if you go to, if you go to monster and then zombie, and take that away, you get what, 6 pages of zombie cards. Like this card here, when this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower zombie type monster from your graveyard. So this is actually a pretty decent card, Beast of the Pharaoh. Not a bad card at all. But the thing is that zombies typically don't focus on synchro summons. I mean, usually they only use Plague Spreader to synchro summon with. But you can plus off that, Plague Spreader, plus this card, get back whatever, like get back a Zombie Master for example, and then the normal summon zombie. I mean, there's like all types of things that you can do. Or this actually special summon. So yeah, special summon Zombie Master, then use its effect, special summon something else from your graveyard, use Mizuki, so you can go crazy. I think zombies just have the tendency to explode. It used to be a tier 1 deck back when you could detach and still get the effects of like Sangan and stuff like that. But not anymore, unfortunately. So again, we're starting off with 5 Inzektors. Basically all you need is Dragonfly, plus, and then that Dragonfly gives you Centipede, Centipede gives you the other Centipede gives you Gigamantis, and bam, those are all your Inzektors. So, yeah, I didn't want to, as I said before, I wanted to make it more zombies than Inzektors because, I mean, Inzektors is already kind of a high tier deck. We know it's good, and I'm trying to do something a little bit different, thinking outside the box here. So, I guess, the first thing I want to know is like how do I want this deck to play? Do I want it to be an XYZ heavy deck, or do I want it to be a synchro heavy deck? And I just think zombies are naturally good at exceeding and spamming the field that way. So I think I'll stick with that, and then just leave Plague Spreader in there as an option to make like a Scrap Dragon or a Revived King Hades, just in case I want to get over something. I don't know. This card kind of sucks. Or if I want to go for a Catastor, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. With Hades, you can destroy their Sangan and negate their effect. I don't know. Just it's 2450. Gets over like Lagia. Although if Lagia is already on the field, Lagia will just negate this anyway. But if you can kind of force Lagia to detach, then you can just attack over it. That wouldn't be such a bad idea, or something like that. Whatever. But so. Question is, where do I go from here? What monsters do I add? I feel like Mystic Tomato is a good card. It's a Mystic Tom. Let's take off these parameters here. It'll be easier to just do this. So I feel like Mystic Tomato is a good card for this deck. One, because it can search out. You can Mystic Tomato into Dragonfly if you already have Hornet in the grave, or if you have Dragonfly in your hand, you can Mystic Tomato into Hornet, let that get destroyed if they have more than one monster on the field. And yeah, there's a bunch of options. I feel like Mystic Tomato is a good card that can be used in this deck. The question is, how many Mystic Tomatoes do you need, though? I'm just going to stick with 2 for now. Another good card is Goblin Zombie. Let's type in Goblin. So many Goblin cards there are. Look, like I've never even seen this before. Blindly Loyal Goblin. I'm pretty sure nobody's ever heard of that. Goblin Black Ops. There's so many cards. But here's what we're looking for. Goblin Zombie. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, they send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. Also, when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 zombie type monster with 1200 or less defense from your deck to your hand. I'm sure that's what the bio says. Yeah. So this is a good card because this can search out Zombie Master, which is really good. Or it also can search out pretty much any zombie because all zombies have low defense. This can search out Zombie Master or Mizuki. Then you can normal summon that, synchro with that, detach, then use its effect to ban. Like zombies can just spam really quickly. Put 2 in there. Another card I was thinking about trying to use was Pyramid Turtle. This is another card here. When this card is destroyed by battle and sets to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 zombie type monster with 2000 or less defense, which again is pretty much every zombie monster. Just to check out like what can you actually special Pyramid Turtle into, let's look up zombies with 2000 or less defense and see what really can we get here. So defense less than or equal to 2000. Let's just search here. So pretty much every zombie card can be searched out with this card, which is amazing, honestly. Obviously not this because you have the special summons you actually got, but like look at all these cards that you can just Pyramid Turtle into. So Pyramid Turtle is a really good card. Like what about like Zombie King of Skull Servants? Because I've seen people try to use that, or King of Skull Servants. Sorry, not a zombie as well. Pumpkin King. It's just like there's so many things. What type of like some of these Poison Mummy? Seriously, so many good cards that you can Pyramid Turtle into. If I'm not, yeah, it says special summon one zombie type monster, so there's no level restrictions. It just has to have 2,000 or 2,000 or less defense, like Vampire Lord. You can go into this card, and then like there's like a card that's like Genesis Dragon or Vampire Genesis, something like that that revolves around this card. Matter of fact, I think it has 2,100 defense or something like that. But anyway, so I think point being that let me just type in Vampire, see what comes up. Oh, I have to spell it right first. Oh, where is it? Here it is, Vampire Genesis. 3,000 attacker, 2,100 defense. You can. This card can not be special summoned except by removing one Vampire Lord from your side of the field. From play, discard one zombie type monster from your hand to the graveyard to select and special summon one zombie type monster from your graveyard. With a level less than the discarded zombie monster, you can only use this effect once per turn. That effect's not that great. Because I mean most zombies are like level 4, so you can't level 4 for a level 4, which is kind of stupid. You have to have high like level 5s. But I'm really digressing at this moment. I just want to check that out. But so right now I think like these two cards are really good. Mr. Tomato just because it can go you can go into Dragonfly. You know I think another good card for this deck is Dark Grepher or Armageddon Knight even. But Dark Grepher just because you don't really mind discarding like a zombie master because you can just get it back anyway. Or discarding like if you have Hornet in your grave, discard Hornet and then send in your hand. Sorry, discard Hornet and send Mizuki from your deck. It's not a bad option. Armageddon Knight kind of just sends one. I think Armageddon Knight would be nice. You can also Mystic Tomato into Armageddon Knight, and Armageddon Knight is when it's summoned. Actually, I think that would be better. Armageddon Knight. I think that's a really good option too. You know, you can Mystic Tomato into Armageddon Knight and then send something. You know, send a Mizuki or send a Hornet depending on your hand. I think that's another good combo that I kind of just made up right now. So right now we have 18 monsters. Let's A to Z this real quick. So I'm trying to think what else can help us, you know, spam the field with the zombies. What other cards like do people play in zombies? I don't know. I rarely play against it, so I really don't know. Should we throw in like Tour Guide, Sangan, Night Assailants type of thing here? I don't really know. Maybe Spirit Reaper, I guess. It's kind of a staple zombie, if I do say so myself. Maybe just 2 Spirit Reapers or something like that. Maybe 2 Spirit Reapers. Or maybe that'll be it. Cause just trying to think. We've got and this is just kind of just I don't know. I kind of just did this right here. I'm thinking like, and there's some decent combos with these cards. Again, this is just kind of to bounce ideas back and forth. So if you guys have any, comments that you would like on this deck, things you would add, things you would take out, feel free. Anyway, so now for Magic cards, I think Duality will definitely help us out to kind of draw into what we need. Obviously, these cards are staples for zombies. I feel like. Another thing is, I was trying to run like triple MST because I personally love triple MST no matter what deck I'm using, but especially a deck that's trying to OTK that can explode. I feel like triple MST is necessary. But then, normally I would say that, but then you're running an Inzektor engine, which Inzektors don't care about back row at all. They just okay, it's cool. I'll just pop everything. Dragonfly gives you 2 pops guaranteed because you can pop with Dragonfly, then special summon Centipede, and then pop again. And then if you have another normal summon, that's another pop. It's like, I mean, that's 3 cards off the field. But just in case you don't get that Inzektor thing going, you can prevent them from. You can destroy all their back row and then attempt to OTK. So I do kind of like triple space typhoon. I also think that Book of Life is definitely good in zombies, obviously, because you can target. You can not only special summon a zombie, but you can also banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. So this really will help against Dark Worlds and things of that nature. So I think that's really good as well. I'll keep that at 2. Obviously Solemn, because what's a deck without Solemn Warning? I really like Solemn Warning. Not so hot on Solemn Judgment. Paying half your life points isn't always the best. I think Call of the Haunted is another good card for zombies because it just allows you to just keep going. I think Bottomless is another card. Just like now, when you get to traps, just like throw traps in there. Like it doesn't even matter, you know. So now we have 2 spaces, and I did have Starlight Road here, but I'm kind of thinking. I mean, we're not really setting that much that I feel like you really need Starlight Road. So I'll probably put, I don't know, maybe a Compulse is just a good chainable card. I spelled that wrong. Compole. There you go. Like 2 Compulse. And I don't know if you guys know this. I like running 41 cards. I don't know. It's like kind of a thing that I've always done is run 41 cards. So I think I could just put in another Mystic Tomato because I think Mystic Tomato is pretty good at 3. So there. I mean, this is kind of just a start. This is a start here. It's probably not the greatest right off the bat, but it doesn't look too bad. So this is what I've just come up with. You guys saw me just throw out some ideas and go from there. So if you guys have anything you'd like to add or something that you would do or a way that you would do it that you think would make this deck better or function much better within the metagame, because the focus is to make a deck based on an idea, Inzektor Zombies in this case, but also make it competitive or meta. So I noticed, when in my just initial draft, there's no tour guide, there's no Sangan, there's no Maxi or Valor, and that probably would hurt us against, say, windups or something like that. So probably have to take out something, throw in a Maxi. What do you guys think, or how do you guys think that I should do it? I really want to hear your feedback and your comments. So this is just, again, a new series that I'm starting called Deck Build Brainstorming, and that's all it is. Basically, I start off with a deck idea, and then we brainstorm and try to make it evolve from there. So I hope you guys will kind of engage me and humor me in this endeavor that I'm trying to create for my channel. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Deuces.